Aurora had always known that she was different. From a young age, she had the ability to conjure fire in the palms of her hands, a talent that her parents had quickly realized was not something that was seen in ordinary children. As she grew older, Aurora honed her magical abilities, becoming a skilled mage with a heart full of determination and a fierce desire to protect her people. But when a powerful evil was unleashed upon her world, Aurora knew that she would have to use all of her talents to defeat it. The only problem was that she needed a magical artifact to do so, and that artifact was in a distant land that she had never visited before. With a heavy heart, Aurora left her home, knowing that the journey ahead of her would be long and treacherous. But she was determined to succeed, no matter the cost. As she journeyed through unfamiliar lands, Aurora met a timid scribe named Ali who was also on a quest of his own. Ali had discovered a hidden library of magical books that could transport him and his companions to different worlds. Aurora was intrigued and joined forces with Ali, hoping that together they could find a way to reach the distant land where the magical artifact was kept. Their journey was not easy. They encountered all manner of creatures and obstacles along the way, but they never lost sight of their goal. Aurora was a skilled fighter, using her magic to defeat any enemy that stood in their way. Ali was not a fighter, but he was clever and resourceful, using his knowledge of magic to help them overcome the challenges they faced. As they traveled, they grew close, sharing stories of their past and their hopes for the future. Aurora had never had a friend quite like Ali before, and she found herself opening up to him in ways that she had never done with anyone else. One day, as they were walking through a dark forest, they came across a beautiful, shimmering pool. Ali was curious and suggested that they investigate, but Aurora was hesitant. She sensed that something was not right, and her instincts were rarely wrong. But Ali was insistent, and he finally convinced her to join him by the pool. As soon as they touched the water, they were transported to a strange, new world. Aurora was disoriented at first, but she quickly regained her senses and began to explore. The world they had landed in was unlike anything Aurora had ever seen before. The sky was a deep shade of purple, and the trees were a bright shade of green. As they walked, they encountered all manner of strange creatures, including talking animals and plants. Eventually, they arrived at the tower where the artifact was said to be held. It was guarded by a powerful sorcerer who refused to let anyone near it. Aurora knew that this would be her greatest challenge yet. She and the scribe formulated a plan to distract the sorcerer and sneak past him to retrieve the artifact. The plan worked, but just as they were about to escape, the sorcerer caught up to them. He was furious that they had managed to outsmart him, and he unleashed a powerful spell that knocked Aurora to the ground. The scribe ran to her aid, but he was no match for the sorcerer's magic. Just as it seemed that all hope was lost, Aurora found the strength to stand up and fight. She channeled all of her magic into one powerful spell, and with a blast of light, she defeated the sorcerer once and for all. With the artifact finally in her possession, Aurora returned to her people. The artifact was the key to defeating the darkness that had been spreading across the land, and Aurora knew that she had to act fast. She and the scribe worked tirelessly to use the artifact to seal away the darkness. With every passing moment, the darkness grew weaker until it was finally defeated. The people rejoiced, and Aurora was hailed as a hero. As for the scribe, he had discovered a new passion for magic and decided to become Aurora's apprentice. Together, they continued to explore the worlds of the magical books and defend their own world from any threats that may arise. In the end, Aurora had not only saved her people, but she had also discovered a lifelong companion and ally in the timid scribe who had once been so afraid of the world.